Welcome back to another episode of Ask the Attorney. I'm your host, Alex Alexander with KCo Agency. Today, I'm excited to bring Alina Gonzalez with Life Law Planning. Welcome, Alina. How are you today?
Thank you, Alex, for having me on. I am fantastic.
That's incredible. So we're just going to jump right into this. We talked a little bit about COVID, and I think you have some life lessons to talk about. Let's talk about COVID for just a moment.
Well, especially during our lifetimes, when have we had a global pandemic that really opens the eyes to everyone of the importance to have your plan in place, not only for wills and trusts, but also for the power of attorney, the healthcare surrogate. I know personally within my family, I have assisted my nieces who are in their 20s to ensure that they had their documents in place in case of illness, and it brings forth that need to be more proactive in how we secure what's most important, and that is ourselves and our families, and not just the assets that we're passing along.
That makes all the sense in the world, and I don't think a lot of us really even thought about it, because it's what's going on in the world. We just kind of think it is what it is. But if I were in that situation where I came down and I was very ill, I couldn't make decisions for myself, it makes sense to have someone like you to prepare the documentation to make sure that someone else can take care of me.
Oh, absolutely. And I will say it saves a lot of money. So if in the event, God forbid, if you were to get ill and you couldn't make those decisions on your own behalf and you don't have proper planning, your family would have to file for a guardianship. And that is more litigation, attorney's fees, plus then the judge or the court gets to determine how and what things are done on your behalf. So it's really just being forethought in providing the instructions for your family, and it's a document made with love. I mean, it's not a doom and gloom. It's really something just to say, in the event of something should happen, this is how everything's going to be taken care of.
That makes all the sense in the world. I mean, if I had to make decisions in a short time basis, in other words, my wife became ill, I don't know exactly what she wants to have done. It makes so much more sense to have you or someone like you plan these things out. So your website is what?
lifelawplanning.com.
Okay, and where are you based out of?
My main office is here in Fort Myers, Florida. I do provide services throughout Florida, but my main concentration is in Southwest Florida, and I have a satellite office in Naples as well.
Excellent. So other than the planning, what other kinds of cases do you generally handle?
I also handle probate, administration cases, and I still do divorce and family law cases, which is what I started my career in.
Gotcha. So, I mean, unfortunately, obviously in COVID, we're discussing it again, people are spending a lot of time together that they hadn't spent that much time together in a long time. And I'm sure at least one or two people here or there may have seen that they're probably not the best fit. So if someone obviously has to have some sort of representation, I highly recommend getting a hold of Alina. One other question. This isn't something that's actually on the script. Community. Is there anything specific that you like to do or to involve your business or yourself in community?
Absolutely. I love to volunteer, and I feel that that's one of the hurdles that I've had to overcome, especially during this social distancing time. I am proud that I am now involved with Best Buddies, and I truly believe that in order to be an effective part of this community and to give back to others, I've been raised on that standard. My parents are Cuban refugees, and they have taught me how much this country has provided to us and allowed us to grow. And so for me to be able to give back in that nature as well, and really to be a part of the community and building up others to create a stronger, more stable city or nation is one of my strongest and deepest desires. I hope that
awesome.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Because I could get on the soapbox on this.
Well, no, it makes sense, right? You want people. The more people can give back to others, or at least include others, the better relationships we all have. Period. Right? Less strife in life.
Absolutely, and it's really even just for my part of it. I don't see myself. I just see myself as being a guide, being able to provide that guidance for others. The real heroes are those that we are able to uplift and transform their lives because they're the ones who have the best stories, and those are the ones that impact me personally and also inspire me to go forward.
Alina, that's awesome. And I want to thank you so much for being a part of our show today. Thank you for tuning into this episode of Ask the Attorney. If you'd like to know more about Alina, go to lifelawplanning.com or right here at iwantabuzz.com. So do something good for yourself and do something good for others.